Sean O'Malley had not one knockout, he had two knockouts that night, and like the beauty of that entire performance was that I think if he really wanted to, he could have ended the fight at any point. Do you agree? Do you agree with that statement?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think Almeida had a couple moments where he might have had Sugar in danger, but I think I think Sugar could have easily ended that fight anytime. He was playing with his food a little bit in the second round, a little too much, especially for the fan and me, where I was a little worried.
Well, I just looked at it like this. I said, like, dude, like, he's not ranked right now, and for obvious reasons, right? You lose to Cheeto Vera, then things are like, all right, can we really bring you up here? You're going to be on the shelf for a while, all right, whatever. But this went to show that he's levels beyond his competition, levels above. When you are looking like, how can I get the Showtime finish, as opposed to I just need to finish this guy, that just shows me that it's like, he told Joe Rogan himself, he says, look, man, I need to do something sweet. It's like, if I'm going to knock this dude out, I need to do something sweet. I'm not trying to get that little ground and pound finish. Like, that's whack. I need this video to go viral. I need to continue my winning ways like that. And he did it, man. It is legitimately the Sugar Show. And I'm really interested on where he goes next, man, because he has to be ranked next. He has to. And once you start moving up those rankings, it's like, all right, man, it's not too long before you get to a championship, especially with a dude with the draw of Sean O'Malley. But what stood out to me the most was the footwork, man. Footwork was impeccable. What stood out to you? What was something that you said, oh, you've grown since the Cheeto Vera fight? We didn't really see much of him in that fight, but what's something that stood out to you that shows that Sugar Show is still growing?
What showed most to me, Derek, was his patience.
Sure.
He had him hurt, and it kind of showed a little too much when he didn't finish the fight in round one. He showed a little, I mean, like you said, a little more entertainment than the savagery of just fighting. But what I liked the most, man, he was picking his shots, and you could really see him deciding what he wanted to do based off of what he gave Thomas Almeida. And that to me just showed the mind game of Sugar Show is impressive, man. And that's one of the biggest things to deal with, because we already know the hands and the feet are there. So as long as he can outthink you too, man, that's a dangerous fighter right there.
Yeah, I agree. And he's been doing this for a couple of different fights, but this is the thing that proved to me. I was like, growing up as a mixed martial artist from the jump, not a BJJ practitioner who learned MMA, not a boxer who jumps into MMA, not a kickboxer, not a wrestler, but a dude who came up on straight MMA. I don't know if you noticed Sean O'Malley doing the head fakes. That's a basketball move, dude. They teach you that in basketball. So for me, I'm just like, okay, dude, like, he's taking so many different parts of the game and he's like bringing it together in a package to where I don't know who could beat that, man. I would like to see him against a really good wrestler next to see, what type of matchup that we get from there. But ultimately, man, Sugar Show was impressive. He was super impressive. I don't have anything else to say that's a negative, because Joe Rogan, I thought he was hating on him in the commentary a little bit. And AJ, turn me down just a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of feedback in the headphones, man. But I thought Joe Rogan was hating just a little bit, right? I thought Rogan was kind of being like, oh, he's playing, he's not being serious enough. And Sugar Show was like, hey, man, I got the knockout, and a win is a win is a win. And it was even more impressive. Honestly, the third round knockout was a little more impressive than what the first round would have been. So I don't know, man. I got nothing bad to say. Is there anything we can say about Thomas Almeida? I feel bad for the guy.
I feel bad for the guy, because I really do think his style lent perfectly to Sugar Show's style. So I feel bad that he got straight up the shun from the UFC brass. They threw him to the wolves on that one. He showed great heart, he showed great resilience, and like I said, he had a couple times in there where he did have Sugar a little on the back foot, not necessarily hurt, not in danger, but a little on the back foot.
I've never seen a dude eat so many flush shins to the face before in my life and stay standing. Like, I've never seen it. And he's the toughest dude, man. But you want to be known for more than just being tough, right? And that's the thing is Thomas Almeida, man. This is just the devastating part about it. You look at his record, dude is 22-5 now. Dude came in like his whole entire career. Dude was like this undefeated dude who was just smashing people, and loss after loss after loss after loss. Man, it's just the psychological, man. It's psychological. I feel bad, but I do think that the UFC truly did feed him to the wolves in this one, man. He was all like, "I'll give you a shot to prove yourself," but at the end of the day, I think they knew what was going to happen in this one, man. It was kind of over from the start.